transported to that extremely alien-like realm that I had been to so many times before. I felt like I was being schooled on existence. I don't know where I was, but I was confronted by a mother entity. She was shapeless, dripping, melting, ugly, terrifying, disgusting, and she even smelled bad. I wasn't sure what was going on, but the next thing I knew, she was engaging me in psychic conversation. She had a wallet of some sort and began showing me photographs of her son. I could tell that she loved her son very much. She also had a bunch of his artwork that she was obviously proud of and began showing it to me. The problem was, her son and all of his artwork were also melting, grotesque and disgusting. I could feel her genuine love for her son and pride in his artwork, but at the same time, no matter how hard I tried to show her love, I couldn't hide the fact that I felt grossed out by her and her situation. I could tell that she could tell that I was feeling uncomfortable. When I came down from this trip, I found myself feeling guilty for not being able to feel and give the love that I felt I should have given her. This period of time is impossible to relate. Try to understand that there was no sensation of time at all. Nothing was linear, and my ideas seemed to come to me at impossible intervals. My brain had been killed, I could tell, because I could not think. I could only sense the overwhelming loneliness and shame. I had actually believed at some point, somewhere, that I was alive, but this was not possible, because I was a scrap of discarded thought, not worthy of keeping. It was a foregone conclusion that I would destroy myself. This seemed to be forever. There appeared in the vastness a tiny point of light. I remember realizing that I had not died at all, that I had been dead, then not dead, but dormant. Dormant. I was about to be born. I continued floating around in the three-dimensional DMT space without anything too significant happening, when I was found by a very advanced extraterrestrial being. His kind liked humanity, and they enjoyed helping humans evolve at a very fast rate. I could feel this being empowering me and showing me advanced things. He helped direct my awareness to difficult things, all of which were helpful to my evolution. Anytime my awareness shifted to something of no use, especially things that would enable fear, he would give me a nudge not to pay attention to it, but to focus on the useful things that were good for me. He could also sense weakness in me as I brought them out from my consciousness and would help me overcome them. At the same time, this being was learning from his interaction with me. It was a positive experience. I learned that these beings existed alongside other types of beings. The two didn't like each other, but instead of fighting, they avoided one another in a respectful way. Knowing that engaging in problems was a waste of time, they knew what they wanted and applied themselves fervently to related tasks. Ahead was an entirely ludicrous, tensile, concentric, mandala-like disco Medusa that wore about it a technicolor dreamcoat of fibrillating antennae, surrounded by an ultraviolet aura. Instantly, I could tell it was alive, some sort of a sentinel. Then seemingly out of nowhere and from every direction at once came these freakish tentacles of liquid lapis lazuli. They began moving together with an almost orchestral hyper-precision, and I was completely mesmerized. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. The presence of what is awesome, what is wildly and passionately and luminously alive, filled every meridian in the vast continent of my expanded being. An intensity of joy and love and life coursing like heavenly ambrosia through my electrified veins. It was as though I myself was God, moving through liquid ecologies of God. The self-crystallizing emerald labyrinths of the tryptamine dreamtime, a marvelous infundibulum of plasmodial calisthenics. What occurred was a total meltdown of everything I know and hold dear. It was an utter surrender into the honeycomb love womb of the universe reborn, born anew in 1,000 unending, magnificent eyes. And Maya and Leela, handheld spinning in sundry dandelions, my 5 senses spinning like a zillion gyroscopes around the centripetal amethyst of this all and everything. Mine has to be after a 60 milligram voyage, which I can't really remember. I fell into a sleep on the tail end of the experience. The next thing, and I'm sitting around a campfire with 3 entities which I can't even describe for lack of clarity in my memory. They were kind of humanoid though. I remember that, and I remember one of them smiling as it handed me a cup of green liquid. I didn't hesitate and I drank down the liquid. My only memory after this is like entering a wormhole and a zillion miles an hour. I literally left everything in my wake, and I do mean everything. Nothing was above me. I wasn't searching or asking questions. I was simply a neutron or a proton or something breaking every rule in this physical reality. I reached a state of pure white and pure bliss before I woke up totally amazed at what had just happened. Have you had a strange experience with DMT? Comment below and tell us about it. And don't forget to subscribe. We need your support to make this a reality. Thanks again.